Finally, Mbappe scores his first 2 goals in La Liga with Real Madrid to secure the victory for the team, despite the terrible refereeing that the team fell victim to once again. A small step forward in Real Madrid's process of improvement. Let's hear what Carlo Ancelotti has to say.
Is this a victory that eases the anxiety or frustration the players had after losing several points in the first games of this season?
Well, we don't have anxiety or frustration. We've only drawn 2 matches. We have enthusiasm, motivation, and a desire to win, and we'll try to do our best. I think today we did better. We deserved to win because we played a good game, much more united as a team. And we won the 3 points. We've reached the FIFA International Break with a better feeling.
The fans needed Mbappe to score his first goal at the Santiago Bernabeu. How much did Mbappe need it himself?
I don't know. I think you'll have to ask him that because we never pressure him to score goals. He played a good match just like the others. And Mbappe was very dangerous in the area. And everyone did a good job, especially Vinny, who let Mbappe take the penalty. It's important for Mbappe to score, but we value the collective effort much more, which was better today than in previous matches.
In the first half, we saw the forwards playing very close together in the middle of the pitch, but in the second half, they were much more spread out on the wings. Was this your instruction during halftime?
We tried to have Vinny and Rodrigo play wide on the wings, although obviously when our fullbacks push forward, Vinny and Rodrigo move more inside. I think the plan worked quite well, although when they played closer together in the middle, our defense was much more solid.
Do you think the issue you had in the first few games has been resolved today? Were you worried that the Bernabeu crowd would judge you because of the draw?
Well, I saw good responses from the team during the first half, although I noticed we struggled to change the direction of our passes. And we were a bit slow, but we defended well. In the second half, we sped up the pace of the game as we usually do and got good results. As for whether we've solved the problem or not, honestly, we're still not playing at our best level. We're not showing our best version, but we'll get there little by little.
Do you think today is the happiest you've been with your team? Did you like the supportive hug Vinicius gave Mbappe before he took the penalty?
Vinny was very selfless in allowing Mbappe to take the penalty. They have a good relationship, as does Rodrigo with them. We're happy to have the 3 of them with us. And no, today isn't the happiest day. It's a good day. And I'm happy because we've taken a step forward toward what we want to achieve and how we want to be. Obviously, we need to work, but we have all the resources to do things better.
Do you need to go back in time to get Mbappe, Vinicius, and Rodrigo to do the same thing you did with the BBC, convincing them that your forwards should come back to defend with the whole team and be 10 defenders instead of just 7?
Well, Vinny and Rodrigo aren't really new to the team. Let's remember Rodrigo's work that helped us win the Champions League in 2022. The defensive work of the 3 forwards will undoubtedly be present, but we still have to fix some things, and I'm sure that with a solid group on the field and looking for attacks and offensive transition, it will be good for us because we have very fast forwards.
What are you looking for in Dani Ceballos to convince you that he deserves more minutes on the pitch in Bellingham's absence and where other midfielders have played?
Our midfielders today gave us a lot of solidity in the center of the pitch. So the opposing team had to try to attack from the wings. And that's where it's easier for us to control the game. Then Brahim came on as a right-sided midfielder and did a good job. This is a system we can use regularly, as well as the 4-4-2.
About Brahim and Fran Garcia, do you think that coming off the bench as game changers and doing their job so well could harm them, since they do well as substitutes rather than starters? Having them on the bench is like having a wild card up your sleeve.
I can't label these players as game changers. Fran and Brahim are two players who always contribute to the team when they play. A footballer always has to be ready to play, whether it's for 10 minutes, 45, or 90. These two players were ready and prepared, and it showed because they gave the team a lot of energy.
At a time when your team is looking for solutions in the game, how good or bad is this FIFA International Break? How will you work with the players who stay at the club during these dates?
Well, the FIFA International Break is never timely because it's simply not good for the team. It takes players away from us, and those most affected are the ones who have to travel to South America because it's more work for them to come back in good physical condition. All I can do is pray that during the FIFA breaks, none of my players return injured, as this is a risk.
What do you think the team needs to improve and be more solid as a whole?
What we need to achieve is continuity in our play. Sometimes we get out of position on the pitch. Today, for example, we tried a couple of transition attacks that resulted in lost possession. So we need to achieve continuity and working as a group. Working together as a unit has always been and will continue to be the key to success.
Did you know that some fans had doubts about Tchouaméni's play? What do you think of how Tchouaméni played today? What importance do you think Tchouaméni will have on the team in the upcoming matches?
Tchouaméni has shown all his quality as a player. He's a fantastic defensive midfielder. He's still very young and still needs to learn how to manage the tempo and rhythm of the matches. But as a defensive midfielder, he's an irreplaceable player. His support to the defensive line is very important. And the fact that we didn't concede a goal was also partly due to his contribution, along with the defenders. They all did a great job today. Thank you all.